Hey, welcome to day 60, Numbers chapter 6 through 9, and 4 chapters to go over in Numbers. Let's get it out of the way. Hi. Okay, why is this important? Why is any of this in Numbers important? So I'm just going to point out the basics of what I see here. I'm not going to talk about some of the numbers, because some of the numbers really aren't important. It's just what they did. So I want to point out Numbers chapter 6 and something about the Nazarenes, the Nazarite laws. And if you remember, Jesus was a Nazarene. I want to point out something about that. In verse 1, if any of the people, either men or women, take the special vow of a Nazarite, setting themselves apart to the Lord in a special way, they must give up wine and other alcoholic drinks. And in verse 6 it says, and they must not go near a dead body during the entire period of their vow to the Lord. Let's cut back here. So verses 5 and 6 and 7, they're talking about you have to commit through the whole vow. The vow is a time frame, kind of like your vows of marriage, till death do you part. So why is this important? I don't know. It's something strange in Matthew. Book of Matthew 26, chapter 26, verses 27 through 29. Did you ever wonder why Jesus said, and I'm going to read this whole thing here, and he took a cup of wine and gave thanks to God for it. He gave it to them, is at the Last Supper, and said, each of you drink from it, for this is my blood, which confirms the covenant between God and his people. So we already understand about the blood and what's being used of the offerings and stuff. And Jesus being the Lamb. It is poured out as a sacrifice to forgive the sins of many. Mark my words, and here's the key. I will not drink wine again until the day I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. So he is a Nazarene. He has made a vow that he will not have anything to drink until we are with him again in the Father's kingdom. I thought that was pretty cool. I never understood why he said that. So, neat. All right, next. Couple sevens here. I'm going to split them apart. Shaving your head after defilement by touching a dead body. You got to wait 7 days. And then we have a whole bunch of offerings. And this is called the dedication offering, and it's from each tribe of Israel. Remember, Levites are not not included in the 12 tribes of Israel. So it's all the 12. So because they took the Levites out, Joseph's sons Ephraim and Manasseh, their clans took those places. So what was interesting about it, that all the offerings are identical, the dedication offering from each leader of each clan. So I thought that was pretty cool. And to point out that in each one of these, you have a male lamb for a burnt offering and a male goat for a sin offering. Again, I've made that reference many times, and I wanted to point that out again. Peace offerings, 2 bulls, 5 rams, 5 male goats, 5 one-year-old lambs. Okay, great. And then 7 again. Lamps on the lampstand. So they talked about the lamps being on the lampstands and how they got to face forward. There's 7 of those. We already talked about that, but it's mentioned again. And then chapter 9, verse 12. They must not leave any of the lamb until the next morning, and they must not break any of its bones. They must follow all the normal regulations concerning the Passover. So again, Jesus came at the Passover. His bones were not broken. He was the sacrifice for many. So all of that goes together with who the Israelites are and why Jesus came and why he's the Lamb. The last thing, and really, again, a very important part, chapter 9, verse 14. And if foreigners living among you want to celebrate the Passover to the Lord, they must follow these same decrees and regulations. The same laws apply to both native-born Israelites and to the foreigners living among you. So God, again, is making a way for not just the Israelites, but foreigners that also want to enjoy the things that are being offered to God. So that is your day 60. See you tomorrow.